Has anybody ever asked you exactly what it is you do? Well, I often get that question, and sometimes if you ask me last week and then you ask me this week, it's a little different. And especially when it's coming from my wife, because she says, well, why don't you do the same thing? And I said, well, because what I do changes all the time. And she says, well, how do you help your customer by doing that? And I said, well, the easiest way to kind of lay this out is imagine when the Conestoga wagons, the wagons were making their way westward. And imagine those are the businesses. They have a focus of what? Getting to the West Coast, let's say as an example, or getting to this new land. But out in front of them, who is out there? Well, it's that scout. It's somebody way out in front and saying, hey, we want to make sure when you get to this particular spot to turn right because there's a cliff up here. Or maybe we want to turn left when we get a little place because that's a great place to camp out because there's a creek and there's, food around, whatever it may be. So I think of myself when it comes to helping our customers, small businesses who want to generate more sales and get more customers, building databases and things of that nature. I'm out there in front, or our business with SwingpointMedia, we're out there in front and we're saying, hey, what is the best course of action? So when somebody looks at me and says, well, how do you describe what you do? I think the easiest thing for me to do is say, I'm running out front of our ideal customers so they can focus on running their business, which is, let's say it's restaurants, that they can deliver the best service possible, have the great menus. Meanwhile, I'm out in front saying, hey, you know what? XYZ plan is no longer working. It's time to now switch over to, say, Instagram. Like we're really now pushing hard for Instagram and Instagram stories because we know that's where a lot of people are at. And we can capitalize on using organic traffic. Now, if you're not sure what organic traffic is, visit over to our website at SwingpointMedia.com and check that out. There's plenty of content on there. I don't know, there's probably 60 or 70 videos over there of a lot of education. But I want to share this with this morning is, hey, are you the scout in your business? If you are, and you're also trying to run that wagon train, you're trying to drive your wagon across there, sometimes it's difficult because you're trying to do both things. In other words, you're saying, hey, you know what? I heard about this Instagram thing, so I'm going to have my bartender start putting my content together. Meanwhile, your competitor may be hiring a company like ours and they're just crushing it because you do what you do best. You drive that wagon. Let a company like SwingpointMedia get out in front and say, hey, it's time now to change and no longer put effort into Facebook advertising stuff. And I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying if we start seeing that, it's best to now start making that switch. Companies hire us to do just that very thing. So when you're not sure what you do, because you're doing too many things, I want you to think about one thing. See this dot on my board here in the office? It's to help me stay focused in what do I do, and I do better than most anyone, is I get way out in front of our ideal customers to help guide them so they don't go over a cliff or get to a box canyon and then they're stuck. Hey, thanks for joining me. My name is Jeff Harrison with SwingPoint Media. Here on the screen, if you want to find out some more information, just go to our website at SwingpointMedia.com. Thank you so much.